40. 36 to 40. Data related to data related to income and expenditure of a businessman during 7 years, 2001 to 2002. Income and then expenditure. Okay. So income is like selling price, expenditure cost price. Now 36. What is the respective ratio between profit earned by a businessman in 2003 and 2006 together, and the loss incurred by him in 2002 and then 2003, 2005. 2003. What is profit here? This is, see, we have 100 gap everywhere, and then we have 5 lines gap, right? So each line occupies 20. You know that point, right? So let me count how many lines I have. In 2002, sorry, in 2003 and then 6, and 2002 and 2005. In 2003, let me identify the number of lines here in terms of gaps. Between these two thick lines we have 5 lines, and here again we have 5 segregation total, 10 plus 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many lines? 15 lines, right? Okay. And in 2006, also let's try to calculate only number of gaps in terms of lines. Here we have 5 between 2 thick lines, and here also we have 5, total 10 plus 1 plus 1, total 12. So how much is this total numerator value? 20. 27. Answer 5 is to 5th option, 9 is to 8. We are done. You need not to calculate denominator. See, in your ratio also your number should be factor of 27, right? Yes or no? So how many such numbers you have where your first number is factor of 27? Only one. 5th option, 9 is to 8. See, you know that every number, every line is 20. Yes or no? So number of lines into 20, that comes in numerator. And denominator also you need to count how many lines we have and into 20. Why to write 20 in numerator and denominator, and why to go for cancellation? Need not to write, right? Yes or no? Now, after this, after writing your denominator, you need to go for cancellation. After cancellation, you will have a number in numerator which should be a factor of 27. Like that, you have only one option. Fifth option, 9 is to 8. Next. 37. What is the average profit earned by the businessman in 2001, 3, 4, 6 and then 7? Average profit. 1, 3, 4 and then 6. In 2003 and then 2006, how many lines we have? 2003 and in 2006 together, how many lines we have? 27. And you need to calculate for again 2 more years, 3 more years, 2001, 2004 and then 2007, right? If you can calculate for those 3, that's enough. 2001, how many gap we have, how many lines we have? 4 plus 5, 9 plus 3, 12. And then 2003 already over. 2004, how many gap? 5 lines, 5 lines, 5 lines, 15 plus 4, 19. 19 lines gap. And then 2007, the last one. 1 plus 5, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 2, 13. So total we have these many number of lines. Into 20 will give you your number. Yes or no? And you are asked about average, right? After adding this, you need to multiply this number with 20 and then divide it by 5. So how much is this? 4. You know that you will get 4 multiple. You know that you will get 4 multiple. Yes, all are 4 multiples, so you have to calculate. Now let's add everything. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Everywhere you have 10. 50. 3 plus 9. 12. 12 plus 5. 17. 19. 21. Plus 50 already. 71. 71 how many times? 4 times. How much is that? 74 times 280. 1 into 4, 4. 284. Number in thousands or hundreds? Number in amount of income and expenditure in hundreds. Next, what is the approximate percentage of profit earned by the businessman in 2004 and then 2007 together? What is total profit in 2004 and 7 together? 2004, what is this? Nak order lo raayaledu kada? 19. This is in 2004. 2007. Yes or no? So for previous question we know the profits in 2004 and then 2007. Together it is how many lines? Together 13 plus 19. 32. 32 how many times? 20 times. 32 coming. 20 times, need not to calculate, because in denominator also you need to calculate cost price, right? So cost price is also given in number of lines, right? Where every line is 20. 20 in numerator and denominator both gets cancelled. So you need not to multiply this. Yes or no? Now 2004 cost price, expenditure. 2004 expenditure, this is here. How much is this? Hey, me pada line la jappali. Here we have in terms of lines, right? 5, 5, 5, 5 total 20 lines. Remember, next 2007. This is the one. 5, 5, 5, 5, 20 plus 4, 24 total 44. 44 into 20 again. 20 gets cancelled. Don't worry about it. Percentage into 100. It looks like 33, right? అట్లా కనపడాలి మీకు, అలాగ లేదంటే నా తప్పు కాదు అది. 33 by 44, 3 by 4, answer 75%, less than that. Should be 75% and just less than that. Yes or no? 73. If you really have 33, answer would be definitely 75%. But you have one less. One out of this is not even 10%, not even 5%, not even 2.5%. Should be less than 2.5%. So approximately 2%. If you subtract 2% from 75%, you will get 73%. Next, what is the percentage of loss incurred by the businessman in 2002 and 2005? 2002 and then 2005. Go to first question. 36. తిప్పండి, మీ పాడి పేజీలు తిప్పండి, దిక్కులు చూస్తూ ఉంటారు. Look at your question number 36. We have calculated loss for 2002 and then 2005. Have you calculated? Hey, ఐదో ఆప్షన్ ఆన్సర్ అనుకున్నావు, అక్కడ ఎన్ని వచ్చినాయి? ఫిఫ్త్ ఆప్షన్ అనుకున్నావా? Yes or no? So 27 by something is equal to 9 parts by 8 parts we said. Yes or no? 9 how many times? Then 8 threes. Do you know that or not? Yes. Why to calculate it again? 24 lines. 24 lines. Emadigar. Last person. This is in 2002 and then 2005. 2002, how many lines we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sets. 30 plus 1, 31. Out of 31 lines. And 2005. Here, how many sets are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sets. 35. 35 plus 31. 66. Percentage, right? So into 100. Again, this looks like 22, right? 22 by 66. 1 by 3. 1 by 3 in this is 33%. 33, 1 by 3%. And this is definitely how much more than that? ఇది ఏమనుకున్నాం? 22. If 22 is 33, 1 by 3%, 2 would be near about 3% or not? Yes or no? So total that should be 36 1/3% and near about that. Look at your options. Answer should be nearby 36 1/3%. 36 4/11. First option. 40th. The respective ratio of expenditure of the businessman in 2004 and 2008. 8 ivala. Okay. Was 4:7. If he incurred a loss of 35% in 2008, what was his income in that particular year? Income in the sense selling price. Yes or no? Now, in 2004, what is expenditure? How many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines. 4 lines. 4 sets, right? 4 sets in the sense 20 lines. 20 into 20, because every number is 20. Otherwise you can directly take 400, right? So 400 is how many parts? 4 parts. From the ratio given in question, 2008 expenditure given as 4 parts, which is 400. 7 parts is 700. This is cost price only, and there was a loss of 35%. If there is a loss of 35%, selling price is 65%. 65% of what? 700. So you need to calculate 65% of 700. Instead of this, we can go for 700% of 65, which is 7 times, right? Yes or no? 7 times of what? 65. 7 times of 65. 60 into 7. 60 into 7. 420. 5 into 7. 35. Total 455. So instead of this, you can even verify 13 multiple also. From the question, they said there is a loss of 35%. If there is a loss of 35%, selling price becomes 65%. Answer should be 65 multiple. Answer should be 5 multiple. Answer should be 13 multiple. All are 5 multiples. Hence go with multiplication rule with 13. You need not even do everything. If you are really good at identifying 13 multiple, you are done. Next. Next, what is the average profit earned by the businessman? Hey, this is it. 41. Right, approximation. Approximation, right. 5 how many times? 7 how many times? 4 times. 3 is 9, right? So let's write it as 9 into 543 by 19 4 times. 70. Otherwise keep it like this, 19 4 times. Cancellation with 4. 1s. 3. 6. 136. Cancellation with 19. 19 10 times? 136 is how much less than 190? 54. In 54, how many 19s will be there? Approximate 3 times. Yes or no? So 10 times minus 3 times in the sense? 7 times. 7 9s? 63. Answer should be near about that. 64. Next. 12.95. How much is this? 13 into 7 plus 85 square. We'll do that into 11. Okay. 13 7 times. 10 7 times 70. 7 3 is 21. Total? Total? Right. This is 91. Keep it aside. First calculate 85 square. Square ends with 5. Ends with 25. 8 9 times 72. Okay. Now you need to multiply this number with 11. With 11. You can take 10 times and then you can add 1 time. But instead of that, what is last digit? 5. Add 2 numbers. 2 consecutive numbers. Add 2 and 5. 7. Add next 2 numbers, that is 2 and 2. 4. Add next 2 numbers, that is 7, 2, 9. And the last number is 7. Yes, this is the one. 1 digit, 2 digits, 2 digits, 2 digits, 2 digits, and then 1 digit. Multiplication rule for 11. Last 1 digit. As you have 2 ones, 1 digit, 2 digits, 2 digits, 2 digits, 1 digit. Gradually increase to 2 digits, gradually decrease to 1 digit. Because we have 2 ones. The same thing if it is multiplication with triple 1. Gradually increase to 3 digits, then gradually decrease to 1 digit. Look at this. 7225. Let me take 7215 for time being. Gradually increase to 3 digits. 1 digit is 5, 2 digits 6, 3 digits 8. Next 3 digits 10. This got 1 bedam. How much is this? 7. 1 digit, 2 digits, 3 digits. Next 3 digits 1, 1, 7. How much is that? After this, do we have 3 digits? No. Gradually decrease to 1 digit. 1, 1, 7, 2, 1, 7 only. Now it is 8 and then 7. Because we have 3 ones, gradually increase to 3 digits, gradually decrease to 1 digit. Carry forward అయ్యాలి. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైంది చూడు. ఇందాక నెంబర్ తీసుకుందాం. Same number. Multiplication with 3 ones. 1 digit 5, 2 digits 7, 3 digits 9. Next 3 digits 11. You should write only 1 and take 1 carry. Next number 9 plus 1 10. So you should write 0 and again 1 carry. 7 plus 1 8. That's it. Carry వస్తుంది. Okay? Right. Come on. 79,500 something. How many options are there? Only one. Fourth option. Next. 18 square minus 14 square. A plus B into A minus B. 18 plus 14, 32. 18 minus 14, 4. How much is this? 34 times 120. 2 4s 8. Take this 128 to right hand side. Subtract 128 from 229. That is 101. Right. So finally you have only this number divided by x. 2344, 44, 81 or 82, whatever it is. 44 plus 81. 44 plus 81. 125. 125. 2300 plus 125. 2425 divided by x is equal to 101. Yes or no? So x is equal to 2425 divided by 101. 2 times 202. Still you have 405. How many times? 4 times. 24 answer. Next 44. 424 minus, let's write it as 269 divided by 12% of 78. Instead of 269, subtract 300, add 31. Subtract 300, add 31. When you subtract 300, you'll have 124. And then you need to add 31. It becomes 55. 155. 78 2 times 156. How many times? 2 times. So you can write 2 here. 12% in the sense 12 by 100. 100 comes to numerator. Yes or no? So how much you have here? 2 into 100. How many times? 6 times. 100 by 6. 100 by 6. 16, 2 by 3. 1 by 6 in the sense what percent? 1 by 6 in the sense what percent? 16, 2 by 3. 100 by 6 in the sense 1 by 6 into 100 okada. 16, 2 by 3. Option. ఇంత వరస్ట్గా చేస్తామా? 424 minus 269 divided by 12% of 78. అవునా కదా? మరి చెప్పొచ్చు కదా. తప్పు చేస్తూ ఉంటే ఎంటర్టైన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో యూనిటీ కొత్త మెథడ్ అనుకున్నారా? బాగుంది నాన్న. రైట్. చలో. For time being, let me write it as 75%. 75%. I'll tell you why. What is the difference between 75% and 78%? 3%. Let's try to calculate 3% here. What is 3%? 0.3. Doesn't make any difference. Yes or no? So 75% of this, 75% of 12, 9. If you treat this number as 270, how many times? 30 times. So this value becomes 30. As you have 24 here, subtract 24 and then you subtract 6. When you subtract 24, you have 400. Still you need to subtract 6. Answer 394. Answer should be close to that. 395. Next. Hey, this is question mark.
Yes, sir.
400 divided by 45 is equal to x minus 225. Take this negative number to left hand side, that becomes plus 225. So to this number if you can add 225, you have done. Yes or no? Right. Denominator 45. 45 10 times. 450. This is how much less than 450? 50 less. 50 in the sense near about how many times? 1 time. So this value is 9. If you add 9 to this number, 234. 234. Hey sir, name correct. This is 100% right. Okay. Approximation kada adigaru. What is your answer? 234. దానికి దగ్గరలో ఉన్నది ఏది? Should go for it. That's a appropriate answer for that question. Okay. Next, 46 to 50. There are 19,000 students in college P. Each of them are studying either one or more of the given languages: Japanese, Korean, Latin in the respective ratio, male and female, 9:11. So, wait, what is total population? 19,000. How many parts we have? Amma? 20 parts. What about one part? 19,000 divided by 20. 0, 0 cancel. 1900 divided by 2. 950. 950. Right. Now, if you feel this number ratio as 9:11, I will treat that as, what is total number of parts? Total number of parts? 20 parts. So I will treat it as half minus 1 part. The other one is half plus 1 part. Yes or no? Half of what? Total. Half of what? Total. What is total number of parts? Amma? 20 parts. 20 parts. Half of 20 parts is? Half of 20 parts is? 10 parts. Minus 1 part? 9. 10 parts plus 1 part, 11. Satisfied, right? Now, half of this number. Half of this number, 9,500. And just now we have calculated, I think, one part is 950. 9,500 minus 950. Subtract 1,000, add 50. From 9,500, if you subtract 1,000, that is 8,500 plus 50. 8,550. These are male population. And what about female? 19,000 minus 8,550. Silly fellows. Yes or no? How much is that? 10,450. 10,450. Next. And in male, 14% of the male students study only Japanese. Only Japanese, 14%. Next, 12% only Korean. 12% only Korean. 20% Latin. 16% Japanese and Korean. 22% Korean and Latin. 8% Japanese and then Latin. Remaining all. 22 plus 8, 30. 46, 66, 78, 78, 78, 88, 92. Remaining 8%. So these 8% study Korean, Japanese and then Latin. Next, 22% of the female. 22% of the female Japanese. 18% Korean. 20% Latin. 12% Japanese and then Korean. 16% Korean and Latin. 10% and then remaining all. Yes or no? Remaining 20 to 18, 40, 60, 72, 88, 98, 2%. Now let's start questions. What is the difference between number of female students who study Latin and the number of male students who study the same? It's about Latin. Wherever you have L, you need to count that. Yes? This one and last 3. This is 20%. Last 3, 20, 42, 50, 58. 58% of 8,550. And then 20, 16, 36, 46, 48. 48% of 10,450. It asks about difference. Now, how to calculate 58%? 60% minus 2%. Again 60%. 50 plus 10. 50% of this number. 4,275. 10%. 855 minus 2%. 1% is 85.5. 2% is 171. You need to add this. You will get one number. And then this one, 48%. 50% minus 2%. 50%, half of this number. 5,225 minus 2%. What about 1% of this number? 104.5. 2%, 209. So from this you need to subtract 209. 225 minus 209. 200, 200 cancel. I have 5,000. 25 minus 9, 16. One number is over. This one. How much you need to subtract? 171. 275 minus 171. 104. 100 subtracted. 70 subtracted. And then 5 minus 1, 4. Now you need to add everything. 4959. What is your question? Difference. Difference of two numbers is largest number minus smallest number. Middle number is 5000. When you want to go for difference, take middle number and round figure, which is 5000. This is how much more than 5000? 16. And this is how much less than 5000? 41. Add these two numbers, you will get 57 as difference. Next. Number of male students who study more than one of the given languages is what percent more than number of female students who study more than one of the given languages. One of the given languages in the sense last 4. Instead you can subtract first 3. Yes, you can subtract first 3 from total. 14, 12, 26, 46. If 46% is over, what about remaining? 50, 54%. Now 54% of what? 9 parts. Right? Next. First 3 values, 22, 18, 40, 40, 20, 60. If 60% is over, remaining 40%. 40% of what? 11 parts. It asked about how much percent more. We'll do that later. Anyway, if you directly take the numbers, you'll get more than 100%. Yes or no? That extra value is called more, right? Let's do it with these numbers only. Now, cancellation with 2. How many times? 20 times. How many times? 27 times. 27 times of what? 9. 9. Right? You can calculate like this. 27 9 times is 10 times minus 1 time. That is one way. Hold. Next way is you can write 27 as 3 into 9. So 3 into 9 into 9. 9 square into 3. 9 square. 81. 81 3 times. 243. And what is denominator? 220. 243 is how much more than 220? 23. 23 is near about what percent of 220? 10%. Yes or no? Answer is very close to 10%. Randi. 23 by 220 into 100. రెండు కనపడగానే చచ్చాడు రెండు దొరికినాయి అన్నట్టుగా నా వైపు చూస్తారు తప్ప కొద్దిగా ఒక్కసారి ఆలోచించి చేస్తారా? What about 10%? 20. How much extra value we have? 1. 1. 1 by. Which option? ఇక్కడ దాకా రాక్కర్లేదు, మీరు ఆలోచిస్తే వచ్చేస్తుంది. 2 ఇట్లా చూస్తూ ఉంటారు నా వైపు. 48. What is the respective ratio between number of male students who study and the number of female who study the same? Korean ratio. Wherever we have K, this one, this one, this one, and the last one. What is your question? Ratio. Yes or no? Right. Now let's add K values. 12, 16, 28, 28, 22, 50, 50, 58. 58% of what? 9 parts by. Look at your options. Another question is the third option is your answer. I'll tell you why. Denominator, you'll write some percentage into 11. This is prime number, right? Is it 11 multiple? Is it 11 multiple? Can you cancel 11 in denominator? Yes or no? So in denominator you will have 11 multiple, and that is only one. Correct? Clear? Otherwise you have to add 18, 30, 46, 48. Cancellation with 2, 24, 29. Cancellation with 3 again, 3 times, 8 times. Next. Number of male students who do not study Korean. Who do not study Korean. Male students. ఇక్కడ రాసింది గుర్తుండాలి. What percent is our number here? 58% of what? 9 parts. Okay. These are who study Korean. These are who study Korean. Remaining 42%. Of 9 parts. Who? Number of male students who do not study Korean is what percent of the total number of female in college fee? How many females we have? 11 parts. Yes or no? Right. PP gets cancelled. Percentage, so it becomes 100. When you remove percentage symbol, you need to divide number with 100, right? Percentage into 100. Cancel. 40 to 9 times, 40 to 10 times, minus 42. Yes or no? 2 zeros cancel already. 40 to 10 times, 420, minus 42. How much is that? 378. 378. 3 times, how much you have? 48. 4 times, 4 by 11. 34, 4 by 11. How many male students study Japanese? రెండు ఉన్నాయి, 3 ఉన్నాయి. Korean, right? What is this? Japanese, right? Wherever we have J, Japanese 14, 16, 38, 38 plus 8, 46. 46% of what? 46% of 8,550, because you need to calculate in terms of number. Ratio gaani percentage gaani aithe direct ga 9 parts ani తీసుకునేవాళ్ళం. Because you are asked to calculate in terms of a number, you are forced to do it. How will you calculate 46%? I think already మనం చేసింది ఎంత అక్కడ? 48%. I don't think so. Not 48. 58, I think. 58%. We have calculated 58%. అవసరం డైరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవటం బెటర్. 50% minus 4%. 50% of this number. 4275 minus 4%. What about 1%? 85.5. 4% is 1% 2 times. 2% again 2 times. 4%. 85.5 double. 171. 171 2 times. 342. Last 2 digits are different, right? Yes or no? So it's enough to calculate last 2 digits. 75 minus 42. 1 digit chala. Sare. 5 minus 2. There is only one answer. Next. 51. (51) 16 men and 12 women together can do work in how many days? 8 days. 20 men can complete the same work in 16 days. How many days will 16 women take to complete the work? So when you have information like this, you need to have relation between men and women. So for that we need to have same number of days. 16 men can do it in how many days? And 12 women can complete the work in how many days? 8 days. 20 men can complete the work in 16 days. If we have same number of days here, efficiency will be same in both the cases, correct? As we have 8 here, let's convert this to 8. So in place of 16 I want 8. So I need to divide this number with 2. If you divide this number with 2, you have to multiply it with 2. Yes? If number of days decreases, efficiency increases. So to complete the same work in 8 days, we need to have 40 men. So efficiency of 12 men and 16 men and 12 women should be equal to 40 men. To make it 40 men, how much you need to add to 16? 24. Instead of 24 men, how much you are adding? 12 women. So 24 men efficiency is equal to 12 women. Conclusion came? Yes. Now let's convert. Your first statement says 16 men and 12 women can complete the work in 8 days. Now what is your question? How many days will 16 women can complete the work? So if you can convert this entire value to only women, you are done. 24 men efficiency is equal to 12 women. 24 and 12, how much is this? Half. Half of 24 is 12. Half of 16 is 8. So 16 men efficiency is equal to 8 women. 8 women plus 12 women, 20 women. So 20 women can complete the work in 8 days. 16 women can do it in how many days? M1D1, M2D2. Otherwise, if 20 women can do it in 8 days, 8 women can do it in 20 days. Now we have 16, which is 2 times of this number. If you multiply this with 2, you need to divide this with 2. How much is that? 10 days. Otherwise use M1D1, M2D2. But you are not supposed to write anything. Whatever is here, you are not supposed to line these 2 lines. You should do mind calculation. If 20 women can do it in 8 days, 8 women can do it in 20 days. But we have 16. So we have 2 times of the efficiency. If we have double the efficiency, you can complete that in half of the time. Half of 20 is 10. That's it. Next. 52. In a class, the average age of both male and female students together is 18 years. The total age of these 15 female is 240. Definitely how many male students are there in the class? Right. Do you have male average? Do you know at least how many people are there? Will you get answer? Out of these 2, if you have anything, then you can definitely get the answer. Either you need to know what is the total male and female count, or you need to know what? Average of boys. If you know average of boys, you can go for allegation. Yes or no? You'll write boys average here, girls average is here, class average is here. Then you'll get ratio. As you have number of girls here, you can calculate number of boys. Total average is given, girls average is given, but boys average is not there. Will you get answer? No, data inadequate. Next. If you are given total population, you need not to do anything. You just need to subtract 15 from that number. Yes or no? Next. A's monthly income is 10,000 less than B's monthly income. B's monthly income is 15,000 less than C's monthly income. Now, let me treat C monthly income as X or C, B monthly income as C minus 15,000, and A monthly income C minus 25,000. When you add everything, that should be equal to 65,000. 3C minus 40,000 is equal to 65,000. 3C is equal to 1,05,000. C is equal to divided by 3. How much is this? 35,000. What is your question? A is getting C minus 25,000. 35,000 minus 25,000, 10,000. The difference between the total simple interest and the total compound interest compounded annually at the same rate of interest on sum of money at the end of 2 years is 50. What is the definitely rate of interest % per annum? What do you have? 50 rupees as difference between total simple interest and compound interest for how many years? 2 years. What is required? When you are asked about rate of interest, you need to know what is the principal. If you know principal, then you can calculate the rate of interest. Yes or no? Will you get answer? No. Next 55. Come on. 1/4 of 2/5 of 30% of a number is 15. What is 20% of the number? Right. If you are asked about 20%, let it be 30% only. Don't change it. 2 how many times? 2 times. 30% of x is equal to 10 into this much? How much? 150. Then 20% is equal to how much? 100. Got it? 30% of x, 20% of x. X రాయలేదంతే. X is variable. No issue. Is it okay? Data related to number of employees in 6 companies during 6 years. 61 to 65. Okay. Male and female companies I, J, K, L, T, N. How many years? 6 years data. Okay. 61. What is the respective ratio between total number of employees, male and female, in companies J, K, N? J, K, N. Oh, male and female. Okay. JKN in 2005, and then total number of employees in the same companies together in 2007. In 2007. Yeah, nothing can be done. You just need to add everything. That's it. Angel 161, 131. Karma. మళ్ళీ అది ఆ ఊర్లో ఉంది. చలో లెట్స్ యాడ్ హండ్రెడ్స్ ప్లేసెస్. 100, 200, 300, 400, 600, 700. Let's write 700 here. 100 tens places. 60, 90, 180, 210, 220, 290, 290. This is 700, right? Plus 290. And then let's add units places. 1, 7, 11, 15, 17, 24. 24. Add 24 here. If you add 10, it becomes a round figure. Yes or no? If you add 10, it becomes a round figure. Still you have 14. When you take 10 from this number, you will have 14. 1014. 1014. Next, denominator. 100, 300, 5, 600, 900, 1200. 1200. And tens places 70, 80, 130, 190, 220, 240 plus 240. And units 9, 10, 14, 22, 25, 26. When you add 26, it becomes 266. When you add 266, 1466. Now look at your numbers. Come here. What is difference between numerator and denominator? 452. 452. Right? What is this? What is 452? Difference between numerator and denominator. Okay? Look at your first option. What is the difference between numerator and denominator in your first option? 5. Can you divide this number into 5 parts? Yes? No. That cannot be your answer. That cannot be your answer. Yes or no? First option cannot be your answer. With the same logic, third option cannot be your answer. With the same logic, fourth option cannot be your answer. Yes or no? Answer should be either second or fifth option. In second option, what is the difference between numerator and denominator? 7 parts. Can you divide this into 7 parts? Is it 7 multiples? 7 6 times 42. Apart from 42, how much you have? 32. Is 32 7 multiple? Second option is also not right answer. Answer fifth option, 13 is to 16. Answer 13 and then 16. A 3 multiple kuda kada? 452. Aithe answer radu. Answer radu. Correct. Difference enta annamu 452. This is also not 3 multiple. Answer options lo ledu. Vachina evarkana raadu adi 62. ఎంత దుర్మార్గులు అబ్బా మీరా. రాలేదు అన్నప్పుడు మొత్తం ముందే చెప్తే ఇదంతా చేసేవాడిని కాదు కదా. ఇది ఇంట్లో ఉంటే ఇంకా నాకు వస్తుందంట. నెక్స్ట్ 62. Total number of female employees in company J. Company J. Total employees. Okay. During all the given years together is what percent of the total number of male employees in company I? During all the given years together. Right. Female percentage. Just need to add everything. Female 100 100 100. 3 plus 2 5. 5 plus 5 1000. 1000. Okay. Next 11 10 40 90 100 150 180. 1180. 1 7 14 15 21 29 29. When you add 20, it becomes 1200 and you have 9 by male in I, all the given years together. 100 200 300 500 1000. 100 130 140 200 270. 7, 2 plus 5, 7, 16, 23, 23, 28, 30. 1300. Percentage, right? So into 100. You asked about percentage. 100. Answer is more than 90%? Yes or no? Answer is more than 90%. Which is very clear. Let's calculate 90%. 13 to boda. If you are really good at 13 multiplication, okay. 39 times. How much is that? Agandaba. 90, 27. 117. 117. 39. 3%. 93. మేము మల్టిప్లికేషన్స్లో వీక్, మేము ఎదురెళ్లాల్సిందే. నెక్స్ట్ 63. What is the difference between average number of male employees in all the given companies in 2006 and average number of female employees in given companies in 2009? Male in 2006, female in 2009. Average difference. Let's go for individual difference and then we can go for average. Is that okay? Right. But be careful when you take numbers. Male in 2006, female in 2009. These two, 164, 238. Difference between these two, 152, 267. Difference between these two, 178, 214. 212, 230, 241, 300. Take individual difference and then calculate average if you are comfortable. Otherwise, write male and then female here. 139, 164, 152, 178, 212, 241, 242, 238, 214, 230, 303. ఏం చేయాలి తెలుగులో? 100, 100, 200 gone. 100, 100, 200 gone. 200, 200 gone. 200, 200 gone. Over. Wait. ఇంకొద్దులే, మొత్తం యాడ్ చేద్దాం, బాగోదు. 30, 60, 90, 50, 140, 140, 70, 210, 220, 260, 3, 11, 13. ఆగండబ్బా, లెక్కపోయింది. 13 plus 4, 17, 17 plus 9, 26, 286. బుద్ధి పోదు కదా, దాన్ని ఏం చేయలేము అంతే ఇంకా. ఓకే, స్టిల్ యూనిట్ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ 86. What is this? 80 over 6, right? 61. Everything is over. Remaining 300, 30, 40, 100, 400, and then 8. 408. It asked about average. Average for how many? How many? 6. So 408 divided by 6. 68. See, if you are confident, you can go for individual difference here itself. But if you want to use this, always you need to subtract one number from other number. In the sense, 242 minus 139, 238 minus 162, 267 minus bottom number minus top number, bottom number minus top number, like that. Okay, and then again go for average. Next, In which of the given years is the percentage increase in the number of male employees of company T from the previous year the highest? Company T. Male employees percentage increase. Male employees increase from year to year. So 2004 can never be your answer. Yes or no? From 2004 to 2005, how much is the percentage? How many members got increased? 148 becomes 180. How much increase? 32. From where? 148. Next, 180 becomes 212. Increased by 32. 32 from where? 180. Next, 212 becomes 263. Increased by 51. 51 from where? 212. Next, 263 becomes 310. How much increase? 47. 47 increase from where? 263. And then 310 becomes 396. Increased by 86 out of 310. Numerators are same. Here denominator is 148 and denominator is 180. You are asked about percentage highest increase. Percentage highest increase. So do you need more number in denominator or less number in denominator? Less number. So this can never be your answer. Yes or no? You have only 1 kg cake in your both rooms. లేదా night party ఉంది, ఇన్విటేషన్ ఇద్దరు నుంచి వచ్చింది, ఇద్దరు ఫ్రెండ్స్ నుంచి వచ్చింది. మీకు తెలుసు వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ఈడు ఒక బిర్యానీ తీసుకెళ్ళాడు, ఆడు ఒక బిర్యానీ తీసుకెళ్ళాడు. ఆడు రూమ్లో వాడు అక్కడే ఉంటాడు, రెండో రూమ్లో ఆడితో పాటు ఆడు రూమ్మేట్ కూడా ఉంటాడు. ఏ రూమ్కి పోతారు? అక్కడ ఉన్నదానికే ఎదురున్నదానికా? మాట్లాడరు. బయలుదేరిన తర్వాత రోడ్డు ఎక్కాక అక్కడ దిగాక అడుగు లోపల పెట్టే ముందు కూడా డిసైడ్ అవుతారు మీరు వెళ్దామా లేదా అని. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? మా కాన్సెప్ట్ ఒక్కటే, క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్. నాన్న ఏం కావాలి? ఫుడ్ కావాలి. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? విల్ యూ సెలెక్ట్ ద వన్ విచ్ హ్యాస్ ఓన్లీ 1 person ఆర్ 2 rooms? 2 person. అవకాశం ఉంటే ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి తర్వాత అక్కడికి వెళ్తాం. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? వీ ఆర్ బార్న్ ఫర్ దట్. దట్స్ ఇట్. అమ్మా ఇక్కడికి రండి. వాట్ అబౌట్ 10% ఆఫ్ దిస్? 20%? 29.6. More than that. 30% will be more than 40. Yes or no? So that this is more than 20%. Far less than 30%. 20% of this 42. 30% of this 63. More than 20 but far less than 30. Yes? Hold it. 20% of this 20% of denominator 52.6. You have less than that. This can never be your answer compared with these two. 10% 31. 20% 62. 30% very close to 30%. Yes or no? These two are more than 20%, less than 30%, but far less than 30%. This is close to 30%. Where is this? Last year. Last year in the sense 2009. In 2009 we have highest increase. 65. Total number of female employees in company L in 2004, 5, 6, 7. Company L total employees antena? 2004 female. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7 together is what percent more than total number of female employees in company T in the same year? Company T in the same year, what percent more they said? Correct? So you need to add everything, no other option. 100, 200, 300, 500. Hold. Remember 500. 40, 80, 120, 120, 90, 210, 210 plus 30, 240, 740. And let's add 5, 8, 9, 13. 753. This is for L. And for T, 100, 100, 100, 100, 400. right? 20 70 90 90 60 150 150 90 240 240 240 250 259 259 plus 100 659. This is in T, and he asked about what percent more. Between these two numbers, let's take 700. This is 53 more, and this is 41 less. 53 41 94. So 753 is 94 more. From where? From 659 percentage, right? So into 100. What about 10% of denominator? 65.9. Let's treat it as 66. Don't worry. What about 5%? 33. Then what about 15%? 99. How much we have? 94. Difference between 99 and 94? 5. What about 1%? Do you need to subtract 6.59 or 5? 5. So you need not even subtract 1%. Yes or no? Near about 0.8% or 0.7%. If you can subtract 0.7%, answer will be 14.3 or 14.2. 14 point something. Nearest integer aithe 14 అయిపోయింది. Clear? Right.